was her, she was me. We were one, we were free. And if there's somebody calling me on,
she's the one. Oh, Daddy's the one.
if there's somebody calling me on, it's your mom. We were young, wrong, fine, alone. If there's somebody holding me on,
She's the one.
go Jenny! When you get to where you wanna go, and you know the things you wanna do, when you said what you wanna say, and you know the way you wanna play it, you'll be so high, you'll be. Though the sea will be strong on TripAdvisor, that would rate it 1. If there's somebody holding me on, she's the one. And if there's somebody holding me on, she's the one. When you get to where you wanna go, and you know the things you wanna do, when you said what you wanna say, and you know the way you wanna play it, you'll be so high, you'll be. I was her, she was me. We were one, we were free. And if there's somebody holding me on, she's the one. And if there's somebody holding me on, she's the one. And if there's somebody holding me on, she's the one. Yeah, she's the one. If there's somebody holding me on, she's the one. She's the one. She's the one. Calling me on. For Jenny. She's the one. She's the one. Bless you, everybody. Wow. Very spontaneous human reaction there. I appreciate it. Thank you. It's a very nice moment with Jenny there. We shared a moment, and all the other women that I spoke to before that were going, fucking bitch. She's not the one, I am the one. So I joined Take That in 1990, and we became famous in 1992, which means that one way or another, I have been in your life for 31 years. Hello, little man. Yeah, it's been an odd journey, and you know, I'm 49 now. I'm 50 next birthday, and bless you, thank you. And yeah, it took a while for me to fill my own shoes and to get comfortable in my own skin, and I still am learning. You know, it felt like, I'll tell you a little story. So when I was born, it felt like I was born with an open wound, and I was incredibly sensitive. I would say oversensitive, and yeah, I had this negative voice inside of my head, and that negative voice got louder and louder and louder. And then when I joined Take That, when I was 16, we became very, very famous. And there's something about becoming famous that fucks with your head. And that negative voice was telling me that I was useless, that I didn't deserve this great gift that I was given, that I was embarrassing, that I was cringeworthy, that I was fat, that I was ugly. And the voice got louder and louder and louder and louder. And I used drink, I used alcohol, and I used drugs to try and drain this voice out in my head. And you know, you become, I became an addict, and I haven't had a drink for 23 years. 23 years. Thanks, guys. Last night I was on stage, I said that, I haven't had a drink for 23 years, and a guy came with a tray full of beers like this. I said, fuck off. Why don't you bring cocaine out as well? Yeah. So, yeah, the voices got louder and louder. I became an alcoholic, I became an addict. I stopped drinking, and then I figured out who I was and what I was without my medication being cocaine, being alcohol, being ecstasy, being marijuana, being whatever it is. I found out that I was a depressive, that had anxiety, that was agoraphobic, that was scared in social situations, that I found out that I didn't know how to be a human being. And I was on stage and I was having all of these wonderful professional gifts given to me with this most incredible career. But off stage, I was a wreck of a person that couldn't join in with human life. And when you're depressed, or when you have anxiety, a day becomes a week, becomes a month, becomes a year, becomes a decade, becomes 2 decades. And then sometimes when you're in there, you think to yourself, what is the point of living if I'm just fighting demons every day? And it gets dark, it gets incredibly dark. It's either dark or it's darker. And there's a few times that I've thought about taking myself off the planet. No more, I'm not doing that anymore. But there were times when I thought about taking myself off the planet. And 2 things have changed my life. 2 things have kept me safe. And number 1 is I met my wife, I met Ida. Some of you at the front here are going, that bitch, she's not the one. And then the reason I'm telling you this story is because I want you to know what rule number 2, what the second thing was. When you're going down the waterfall of life, and you're down this stream, and the rapids are raging, and you feel vulnerable and you feel out of control and you feel like incredibly negative, and you hold on for branches on the riverside for whatever those branches are. And the biggest branch that I've had in the last, I would say, 27 years is the fact that you guys turn up for me and sing along and dance and smile. Thanks, guys. Yeah, because a lot of people are on stage and go, I love you, man, I love you guys. And I wanted you to know that when I came out of the closet, when I came out of COVID, I had this realization, because when you're doing your career, you get in a car and you turn up, you can not get blasé, but everything becomes incredibly normal. And there's nothing normal about this life, but it becomes normal. And when I came out of COVID, I was in an arena and I looked at all of these empty seats before anybody had come. And I realized what a lucky fucker I am. I'm lucky to have you, and I'm lucky that I receive the amount of love that I get from you guys. And I want to thank you on behalf of me and my family for keeping me safe when you didn't even know you kept me safe. God bless you. Get your phones out, everybody. Get your phones out. Turn your lights on. Get your phones out. Come on. Turn your lights on. We want Gary, somebody just shouted. And through it all,
He offers me protection, love and affection, whether I'm right or wrong. And now the world fall, wherever it may take me. I know that life won't break me when I'm home. She won't forsake me. I'm loving angels instead.
the silhouette. Does an angel contemplate my fate? And do they know the places where we go when we're gray and old? 'Cause I've been told that salvation lets their wings unfold. So when I'm lying in my bed, thoughts running through my head, and I feel that love is dead. And through it all, she offers me protection, love and affection, whether I'm right or wrong. And down the waterfall, wherever it may take me, Lord, that life won't break me when I come to call. She wants to save me.